Denver Nuggets, Utah Jazz, Game 1, 4-5 matchup, NBA Playoffs 2020. Spider dropped a 50-piece. Let's go. So first game, first day of NBA playoffs. They still in the bubble, you know. No fans. It's going pretty well. Game 1. So Utah, Denver. Man, coming in the game, I thought it was a pretty even matchup. You may have your little your mismatches here and there, but I think it's going to be. It's not a typical round 1 matchup where it's like really uneven. And then again, it's the middle bracket, so you'll usually have them matched up pretty well. So let's get into it. Just basically they were going back and forth pretty much all game. Pretty competitive game. You got Utah with you know, the star player. You know, you got star player, but star players. You got Rudy, Gobert, and Donovan Mitchell, Spider Mitchell. That's their you know, the COVID duo, the one that took the NBA down, Rudy Gobert. But anyway, you're gonna have them as your centerpieces. They got Jordan Clarkson now. He's been on my squad, the Lakers. Great piece off the bench. You just have issue with Michael Conley. He's having a baby. Shout out to him. He left the bubble to go take care of that. So hopefully they can hold down the fort. They started a new guy in Dewan Morris and I forget his name, but they started a new guy on the Utah Jazz in place of Conley, and he's usually a 3 or a 4, like a stretch 4, but he kind of started at that point. But they had Ingles also starting, carries the ball, take care of the ball. Mitchell is gonna take care of the ball as well, taking it down the court. So they have scoring from all angles. You go to Denver, they just seem to be loaded. You got Jamal Murray, who's just you know, star in the coming itself. One of the best players in the league, best center, almost are in the conversation for it. They got Jokic. They're missing 2 players in Harris and Barton, but you know, leadership and with Millsap and that rookie Michael Porter Jr. He's not really a rookie, but had injury issues. Michael Porter Jr. got Bobo. He didn't play in the game, but man, it's just a roster there on Denver. So I mean, I almost want to take it back like it was an evenly match, but the end result is Denver came out on top, and deservingly so. They should have came out on top just the way the game was going. Before the half, it just seemed like the better, you know, team, and it was a close game, but Utah just came storming back, and it was just on the back of Donovan Mitchell. But they live by Mitchell, they died by Mitchell, because if you in the late 4th quarter, he made a pivotal mistake where he was just in the zone, letting them have it, wearing them out, and then he came down the court, and he wasn't taking his time. But you don't really see this, but he had an 8-second violation. So I think they were up by 3 or 4 points at that point. They swung back the ball down to the other side to Jamal Murray after that possession. Jamal Murray came back with a 3. Tie game, or they were down by 1 or so, something like that. And then from there, they just as Spider Mitchell was taking over, Jamal Murray just came with it. So I believe Jamal Murray finished with like 36 or 37. But that was loud because it came right when you needed it. And then they went in. They should have won the game, and they could have lost the game on Utah's back. And I was like, hey, or Donovan Mitchell's mistake. But I was like, hey, they're gonna hate if they lose game 1 because they could have had so much momentum. But they went into overtime, and then they really just Utah offense went flat. So it's gonna be an interesting series. I'm not gonna say Utah's counted out, but this bubble thing with no home court advantage and you know, we're just going off talent, it's gonna be pretty good. So right now we got Baltimore. Brooklyn and Toronto going at it. Gonna finish checking that out. And just, you know, NBA playoffs, I'm excited about it, man. So everybody stay healthy, be safe, and hopefully these playoffs will get even better and better. Go Lakers.